My name is Audra Wilson, and I have been with Castongia Tractor for 2 months now.
I've been here about 30 years.
I've been with Castongia Tractor as a sales consultant for about 3.5 years now.
My name is Nathan Derflinger, and I have been here for, it'll be 3 months on the 24th of December.
One of my favorite job tasks is just getting to work with people. I'm a very personable person, so I love talking to people. I love working with customers, and getting their issues resolved and making sure they're taken care of is top on my list. It's one of the best things about being with the IS department. It's ever changing. So one day I can be out with the customer, helping them with any issue that they have. The next day I can be back in the office, working on the computer, importing data, working on Operations Center, even improving, my learning. So that's the great thing about IS is I have a lot of variety, and I get to work with a lot of different people in our company. So I work with service, I work with parts, sales. It's great. Really a family environment. I really like working, with the company as a whole, but I'm based out of the Fowler office, and I feel like we all work very well together, a very tight-knit group, and we can all rely on each other, so that keeps me coming back.
There's a different adventure every day. Not know what you're going to run into. I mean, there might be one day I stay in the shop, the next day I might be out in the field, and no problems are the same. This here particular machine is my friend's, and he had a coolant problem. We was getting engine oil in the coolant, and he was also losing coolant, and we got it in here and knew it was bad. And this is a normal head bolt. This is the broken head bolt. Some of this has obviously been cleaned, like the exhaust manifold here. I had to clean out the ports here so it'll have a good seal. The turbo, when I took this off, I tried making it lighter so I could bring it down from the top of that machine, and we had some broken bolts, so I had to get that out. This piece here has not been taken apart yet and cleaned. I have to do that yet before we put everything together. This is 30 years of accumulated stuff that I've had to get. The toolbox that I started out with the John Deere Ag Tech program, it was a small Craftsman. It was about this big, and it stood about this high. And now, when I opened up my lid, I've got all this stuff. I mean, everything is full. And got all my sockets here, and I can grab these and go on service calls if I need to. I think it's important too that you don't have to buy the most expensive tools to do this. Case in point, yes, I do have a Matco ratchet, but I also have the same Craftsman ratchet that I bought 25 years ago. Don't give up. When I started this program, my family, they didn't farm. My dad raised produce a little bit in a garden, and I didn't fit in, I felt, with the John Deere Ag Tech program. But 30 years later, here I am. I'm a half century old, and I do like my job. It's important that we're not just a technician. We're not always just turning wrenches all the time. It's important to know that, we are a psychologist with the guy. If he's having a bad day, you got to tell him, hey, it's okay. We can get it fixed. We have to be a machinist. Sometimes we have to make things fit. We have to be an electrician. We have to be a plumber. We have to be all of that, and computer skills. We have to cover all those bases to do this job.
Kayla. Hey, Ryan.
We installed the inductor on this.
Okay. My day varies. So some days you might find me out on a farm or working with a landscape operation, trying to find the best equipment that best suits them. You'll also find me out and about in the community a lot. I really like to be involved with our local 4-H program, our FFA chapter, walking in our local parades, just being out and about in the community and trying to get Castongia's name out there. I really enjoy that Castongia Tractor is a family-owned business. business. At Castongia Tractor, the employees are family. So between employees and also our customers, it is a family feeling. I actually started out as ag education, and throughout my years, I decided to go into ag systems management that helps me lead to this position. In my position, I'm teaching many different things, like teaching how to drive the equipment, teaching them maybe instead of multiple pieces of equipment, what piece of equipment can kind of help reduce those costs for the customers. So day to day, I'm an educator, but in a different aspect than being in a classroom. On a daily basis, I'm working with service and parts within selling a piece of equipment, because not only am I selling the piece of equipment, but it does take service to help set that up. I might be selling parts with that piece of equipment, so it does all kind of roll in together. So on a daily basis, we're working as a team at Castongia Tractor.
Right now we are taking our end of the year inventory. It's a slow process because we've got to go through all of our shelves and everything to make sure that all of our counts are correct. So at the end of the year we can get, everything kind of on track for the next starting year. Transferring parts or doing inventory right now, I mean, as much as you have to be in one spot for so long, trying to figure out if you've got the right parts and if you've got the right amount of parts. And then the transferring parts, I've only been here for 3 months, so it's kind of nice knowing, hey, if I'm up at the front counter with a customer and they say, hey, I need this part. Oh, I've done it before. I know where it's at. Give me 1 second. I will go and get that for you. So those two things are probably the two that have helped me out a lot more the 3 months that I've been here. It's a lot of learning, definitely, and a lot of parts to learn, but it's not going to happen, just like that. Something to learn every day. I've had ag experience in the past, but not working in a parts position. So not knowing, every single part of every single machine was, of course, I knew. I didn't know when I came in, but Pat's been great helping me. Aaron, my manager, has been helping me good. Phil's been helping me. Everybody's been a great help. Customers have been a great help. Came in at a very heavy season for harvest, so trying to learn on the fly and learn quick and get the parts to the customers as fast as you could was kind of a task, but it went pretty smooth as to what I thought. So I feel like Castonia's as a whole is a family. Since day one, they've kind of took me in under their wing, so to speak. Everybody's been phenomenal. It just seems like a good family to be with and a good company to stay with for a long time.
We are Castongia.
We are Castongia.
We are Castongia.
We are Castongia.